Okay, so in this video, I wanted to talk about space, the universe, and more precisely, or more specifically rather, something known as the Fermi paradox. Now, before I get into all of that main stuff, I wanted to talk about why I actually decided to make this video and why, just my interest in space in general. Now, I made a poll on this the other day because there was a story about an exoplanet known as K218b or something like that, and it's not too far away from us cosmically speaking, but we'll never reach there. It's like 140 light years or something like that, which is very far away. But cosmically speaking, it's like walking over the road, or walking across the road, or walking to the other block, or something like that, or walking 10 minutes down the road or something. But you know, essentially, when it comes to this issue, I view it as I view it as a very important and interesting topic. And I've been into space for a long time. I've always been interested in, like, oh, what's out there, what's the possibility of alien life and stuff like that. Now, when you look at aliens themselves, the chances, they won't exist anywhere near us, anywhere close for us to be able to contact them. And I think that a reasonable figure, because I watch a lot of videos and content about this kind of stuff, and I used to read a lot of articles about this as well. Not anymore though, but essentially, assuming that there's like one complex life form or intelligent species per galaxy, that leaves like trillions of, say, like aliens, intelligent aliens, but they'll never be able to contact each other. If you think that interstellar space and light speeds and all that kind of stuff between stars is massive. It's nothing compared to intergalactic space, right? And so, just looking at that, the chances that there are maybe, say, two intelligent species within a galaxy are less. I personally don't think that there is one intelligent species per every galaxy. I think it's more like 1 in 5 or even 1 in 10, if that, because of all of the complexities and all the things that need to go right for intelligent life to exist. But let's just look at it, right? So if there were two aliens per galaxy, intelligent civilizations, advanced civilizations with consciousness like us, human beings, then the probabilities of them ever contacting, due to the distances of other star systems and other things like this, is just astronomically low. Or not astronomically, but it's very low. And as I said before, there's a lot of factors that can come in to prevent a civilization from ever reaching that stage, right? It takes a long time, and also we are quite early in this, in the lifespan of the universe now. With that being said, I actually want to get onto the Fermi paradox. What is it, right? Actually, before I do that, there's something I almost forgot. So the reason I actually decide, I talked about K218b. I think so anyway. If I haven't, I'll talk about it now. So K218b, scientists discovered that that certain molecules or compounds or chemicals or what have you were found in the atmosphere of K218b. This was discovered by the James Webb Telescope, and they discovered that there were certain compounds there in the atmosphere that could only be produced, at least to our knowledge, by life, or that have been produced by life, at least to the best of according to our knowledge, right? According to everything that we know. But of course that can change, right? We are very limited in what we know as a species. So in regards to this issue, or not issue, but in regards to this topic, people got all excited because they were saying, "Oh, it's the potential for alien life. It's the potential for alien life." Now, the what is the Fermi paradox? It was developed by a guy called Enrico Fermi. He was like a physicist or something. Yeah, he was a physicist, or yeah, and basically that's someone who's involved with physics and like nuclear kind of stuff. I think he was also a nuclear physicist. I'm not too sure, honestly. That's not the topic of this video. But anyway, he was a smart guy, right? And he was involved in this stuff. And he said that it's strange that, given, the amount of planets and stars and things like this, that, we haven't heard of or seen any kind of sign of intelligent life out there, right? And he gave a number of reasons why that is. And one of the most interesting and quite frankly disturbing and somewhat popular ideas is something known as the Great Filter, which is basically this idea that if like there's this one civilization that achieved super intelligence, like a long time ago. I don't believe this. I'll tell you guys why, but I'll just go through it. So there's this one civilization that achieved dominance early, and they basically prevent any kind of if any intelligent life is stupid enough to try and achieve contact with other civilizations or travel to other star systems or what have you, if they even get that far, which is very, very tough for the reasons that I've mentioned and other things, then they'll just get prevented. They'll either get killed off or they'll get prevented from contacting with them. Now, I don't believe that because, relatively speaking, we exist at a very early time in the universe's development. In terms of cosmic scales, the universe just came into existence very recently. I mean, the universe is only 14 billion years old and it's going to exist for, I think, hundreds of trillions of years, if I'm not mistaken. So that's basically nothing. The universe is kind of like a toddler, I guess. But if that, right, maybe it's a couple of months old if we're thinking in terms of human time scales, right? But essentially, when it comes to this, I think that, intelligent life takes time. And one of the reasons that we haven't seen intelligent life, this is one of the answers to the Fermi paradox, is because we're too early in the universe and we just came early. Another one was that one I mentioned earlier, the conditions that are required are simply just not able to be met in a lot of cases. Now, most of the stars in this galaxy are red dwarfs, which emit a lot of radiation, which is actually that is the star of K2-18b, which is the planet that they found life on. So that kind of could shatter that theory, which is why it's so. A lot of people are so excited about it, especially like scientists and stuff. But keep in mind that's just like not even a confirmation of those molecules have been detected, sure, but we don't know if they're produced by life exclusively. It might be some other compound or other process that we don't know about. But anyway, I mean, that's one thing. So the distance of stars from each other, I guess you could say, what was I going to say? Sorry. The Great Filter theory, and I've just stated why I don't believe that that's true. Another thing is, aliens may not want to make themselves known for fear of being destroyed or something. And that's quite reasonable and that's quite good actually. I would completely understand that kind of theory. I personally don't think we should just be sending off signals into space randomly. They won't reach anything or do anything, but it's still a risk, right? You don't know what's out there. And there's a couple of other points. Let's see if I remember them. So there's this. The main thing I wanted to talk about in regards to why I don't think we see intelligent life is because when you look at our galaxy, right? So we are an anomaly here on planet Earth, and I think the reason why life arose here is because we're in a habitable zone. We're around a orange K-type star. I'm pretty sure it's a K-type star that doesn't emit too much radiation. When it does, we have a magnetic field due to our core, etc. We're the right size, so the gravity is not too much to prevent complex life from developing. We can like walk on land and we can see that there are stars and planets out there and stuff. And if you look at a lot of planets are just not habitable for life. But even the ones that they call super Earths or Earth-like planets, the ones that are looked at to see if they have life, those ones are very, very big. So they have a lot of gravity, which could prevent complex life from developing, right? Because, I mean that's obvious because the gravity would keep, the complexity from developing because it would all be kind of compressed down into a smaller format, and that might prevent the development of brains and nervous systems and what have you. And I mean, maybe there is complex life, but it's sentient. It's kind of like a fish. Like it would reach the level of a fish for most planets, and it would be kind of limited to the sea, and they would never be able to break out of that because they would never evolutionarily develop. If they somehow managed to achieve consciousness, or achieve that kind of state, then I mean, would they have the need to break out, right? Even if they could, it would probably be like trillions of years from now, right? Or billions of years from now, when the galaxies have separated. That's another thing. Galaxies are moving away from each other, so eventually, people won't know, civilizations won't know if they do arise. Which I believe they're out there. We just can never know. We can never reach them. Um, you know, they would just think that they're kind of the center of the galaxy. They may not even know that they live in a galaxy, but they'll probably find out, right, if they had the tools. Another thing, the surface of the planet may be too cold, or usually too cold for these kinds of environments, right? For life to get to the surface. I mean, there's so many factors. I think it's very interesting. If you guys want, I can make a part two. I just wanted to give my thoughts on this topic. But yeah, I think this discovery of K218b is fascinating. It's very interesting. But sadly, we will never reach any of these planets. Or actually, maybe that's a good thing, because maybe it prevents us from seeing something that we're not meant to see or find, or what have you. But yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to kind of see if humanity can settle on some of these planets. I mean, sure, I'm an anti-natalist and stuff, but maybe in like a different world. Well, I'm a practical anti-natalist, not a theoretical one, but maybe in a practical world, if the world was, you know, somewhat good, right? And, if conditions were better just for life in general, then, yeah, sure, maybe there could be a case for, like, interstellar travel and colonization and stuff. Maybe not. I mean, that's just interesting. But I just wanted to talk about the Fermi paradox. Maybe there were some points I missed off about the Fermi paradox, but I covered the main ones. I'm pretty sure anyway. I might do a part two on this if you guys are really interested. But yeah, if you like this video, leave a like and a subscribe. Leave your comments and the thoughts below. I think this video is gonna attract a lot of views. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. If there is a next one, I hope there is. But yeah, see you guys in the next one, because I plan to talk about space a lot more. I plan to, branch out from doing like my usual philosophy and like social commentaries, which I don't really do anymore, but I still do them. So yeah, I mean, I could start this into like a separate kind of series or topic that I cover on this channel. But yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.